back to the channel. We're gonna be going around town today and be doing a couple of different things that I've been wanting to show. I just haven't been able to do it because it's been a little more difficult when I don't have a car. So surprise or spoiler alert, I finally got a car. Without further ado, let's do a car tour. Okay, so while I'm talking about the car, I'm going to show a video of how the car looks like. But I ended up buying a 2015 Nissan Cube. And the way I found this car was because I was in about 4 different Facebook pages for the area that I'm in to buy used cars, besides just checking out Facebook Marketplace. And so I was like constantly, like every single day, like just looking at these pages, trying to find something low. I was not really trying to buy something super expensive because back in America, I actually still have a car and we're paying for it every single month. So right now that's currently stored like in a vehicle like storing facility, so you know I couldn't bring that car here, and it really is just sad and sucks. But for now I was like, hey, we just need to get like a car just to get us from like point A to point B, and then later in the future, since we are going to be here for 4 years, we'll probably get a second car that's a little bit more nicer. But either way, these are cars that we're not planning to take back to America, so again, we didn't want to invest too much. So my budget roughly was about $1,500, $2,000, but when I saw this car, it was $1,000 or best offer. So I immediately jumped on it and I was like, hey, can I go look at the car the next day? And so right away I was the first one in line and I went to go see the car, but it didn't really look like the images. In fact, the front of the car is pretty scuffed up, which you'll see in the video, and I really wasn't as confident now purchasing the car, especially for $1,000. But at the end I was like, honestly, if you can like assure me like that this car works well, like after I looked at it, but like talking to the owner, he was like, yeah, like I know it's not like in the best looking condition, but this car is great, it's done me well, like it's gotten me to work, to grocery store, like things that I just need, and that's pretty much all I used it for. So I was like, you know what, all right, cool, so I'm just gonna put in an offer, and I just said I can do $800. And I could have maybe done a little bit lower because the car really again wasn't in the best shape, but I was like, you know what, I think 800 to be fair. So he was like, without hassle, like, yeah, like let's do it, 800. So I was like, perfect, like that works, and I was really happy with that. So from there we went to go get car insurance. Well, I went to go get my car insurance, he went to go cancel his. But the thing is, in order to register your car here in Japan, you need to have 1, your license, super important, just like anywhere else, and 2, you need to have car insurance. So then I went ahead and got my car insurance, and here in Japan you do have 12-month policies, so for the entire year. Unlike in America, we have 6-month policies, and you're also to break it down in payments, but here in Japan you pay upfront for the entire policy. Now it is a little bit cheaper, so therefore you don't actually really need to break it down, but if you did break it down, it comes out to like a super cheap price. So I ended up paying $800 for the car, as you guys know, but then for the insurance for 12 months I paid $432. So when you break that down, it's super cheap. I think it's like $30 some a month, which is really nothing, because back home in America I was used to already paying for 2 cars like $345 a month. So that like immediately like blew the waters here. So I was like, okay, like that's nothing, and the best thing is that this like insurance I got was like the best, top of notch. Like I had like 24/7 roadside assistance. Like if I need a tire, they're gonna bring it to me. If something messed up and I'm like stuck in the middle of the road, like they'll come pick me up, they'll tow my car for free. Like it had all these amazing perks. So the car insurance I ended up getting was called Chubb, and that one I had already heard from other people that that's the one they had, and it was really great because there was 2 options. But the difference between that one and the other one that wasn't as great was literally like $7. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna go with the good one anyway, because you never know, and it had a lot of good stuff. So anyways, after that we went ahead and went to the register like car title place, and then from there we were able to unregister it from the previous owner and register it in my name. So yes, they did ask me for my license, they went ahead and asked me for my insurance, I gave them everything, and then you have to also do a couple extra things. So the lady gave me a paper, which is kind of like a permit. Back home they usually give you like a little paper that you put in your car. So for me, all I had to do was sign some documents confirming like, hey, I'm gonna do this. So you have to get this like parking sticker for your car that you have to go to a police station, and you can do any police station. So you just go and you like present all your documents that they give you, and basically you have to have proof of where you live, and you show them the paperwork, and then they give you this sticker, and you put this sticker on the back of your car. And so that is something that is kind of like I guess like a car registration, kind of like I know like in Texas we have like the little sticker up in front of the windshield, and then like in California you have like that colorful colorful sticker in the back of your license plate. So you know it's different, but for here that's how this one goes. And they gave me a 2-week time limit to get this done, but if I wanted an extension I just had to go back and ask for it. And then they give me like a little paper that I put in my windshield dash, and then that just shows like, hey, like I'm in the process of getting this sticker, like my car registration, all of that. And I didn't have to pay any fees because the person transferred it to my name, or anything like taxes for the car, anything like that, which was really nice because I know in Texas when you do get like a car like let's say sold and given to somebody else or whatever, like you do have to like pay like, oh, what's the amount you sold it for, and you have to pay like a some amount. So to me that was like a little bit, you know, crazy and cool here that I saw. And so anyways, after that, that's it. I got to drive the car. Now it has been quite of a different approach on driving, a little challenging, a little scary. So the steering wheel is on the right hand side, and in America the steering wheel is on the left hand. Now we also drive on the right hand of the roads, but here it's on the left. So not only am I driving on the right hand, but I'm also driving on the left side. So it has been a little scary because when I'm like driving, like all of a sudden like my muscle memory just wants to go to the right lane. I'm like, no, left. And then the windshield wiper is on the left side here and the blinker's on the right hand. In America it's switched. So when I was first driving and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like move to this lane, I would put the windshield wiper and the windshield wiper was going off, and I'm like trying to switch lanes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I look so dumb, this is so embarrassing. And I was like, man, everyone just probably like laughing like, oh, that girl's definitely a new driver here. But anyways, after just a couple of hours practicing that day, I was able to get around and like actually know what I was doing. And then the speed limits here are also a lot slower. So like the highest was like that I've seen so far, but that I know when I did take my driving test was like 60 kilometers per hour, and here it's 50 kilometers per hour, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, 50 kilometers per hour goes into like 37.5 miles per hour, like back in America, something like that. But either way, I never feel like I need to be speeding here because it's like super curvy, you got small roads, and then also like even when you are driving downtown or like in the city area, there's like a lot of lights because there's a lot of crosswalks and stuff, and it's just very calm. I don't really feel a change in that. I think it's great. The speed limits work for me, and it's also just for me to be more careful and more safe because here the not the crime, but like the accident numbers, I forgot what it's called, the statistics for like people like crashing and stuff like that is like super low. It's very uncommon here, which is really good. I've actually seen baby car seats in the front, which is crazy because, you know, in America that's like hell no, like you're going to jail, bro. So the kids literally have like their, not just the booster seat, but like the whole like thing, like the baby thing. And that's just like mind-blowing because when I saw that at first I was like, oh my gosh, like can you even do that? Like there's no way. But like, yeah, it's like allowed here, it's legal. So that was really interesting. But anyways, now we're gonna be going to see if we can get my eye appointment set up, or if we can do a walk-in. And then if not, we're just gonna go and jump to the library and the art museum. It's about 1:30 some right now. I'm not really sure what time is it, but let me just check. I think we still got time. Yeah, it's currently 1:48, so we still have time to go and do that. And then I want to try maybe one new restaurant today, and if not, I was thinking about trying to go to Lawson or a different combini so we can go and see what is up in there. But anyways, without further ado, let's go. So right now we're walking to the eye place, but I hear some crazy music and like announcements and stuff. So we're gonna go see what's going on because there's a lot of people like running over there. You might be able to hear it already. But let's see. here at the eye place, which is right there connected to the contact supply place, but unfortunately they're already closed for the day. It doesn't even say their hours, it just says that they'll be back tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. So I'm gonna have to Google the name of the clinic, which I already got. It was like on there where it said 8:15 a.m. they'll be back. So other than that, we're gonna go on to the next thing on the list. I'm gonna see the art museum and the public library, which should be in this little area. So I'm hoping that they're still open. We're gonna Google and find out. Okay, so I just stopped at 7-Eleven because they have restrooms for the public. It's kind of hard to find restrooms when you come to Japan, but if you go to your local 7-Eleven, 98% of the time there's gonna be a restroom in that one. Okay, gotta dry my hands, so it's gonna be loud. Continue to walk to go to the museum. There's like another event going down at the Ginza. A lot of dancing, a lot of performers. Like you can see here, like everybody is like decorated. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm gonna pan the camera that way because this is crazy. I've never seen so many people out before like this. At the Ginza. I keep looking this way because I have a little camera thing flipped out. But this is crazy. I have no idea what's going on. I just keep stumbling upon this, but it looks like this is like a festival. It's a whole line of dancers, but as the truck moves, so does like their music. So it's like it keeps coming. So right now there's a small break here, but it's about to be even longer. I have no idea how long this stretches. I think I saw this on a flyer somewhere, some sort of international dance festival that's here, but no idea. So anyways, we're gonna be walking past. I'll keep showing you guys snippets, but other than that, we're still gonna keep making our way to the museum because it closed at 6, and my goal is to at least do that today, and maybe the library still because they close at 8, but I don't know, it's crazy. I'm sweating right now. I decided to wear a long sleeve. Huge mistake. That's the truck right there. Please ring the bell if you need anything. Oh, this is a beauty office, according to Google Translate. I don't think that's right. Oh, this is the language barrier part where I have difficulty. Okay, there's another sign. It says the elevators are in the back. But up here, I think we're gonna ring the bell. Screw it. Okay, let's see if somebody comes. Okay. Konnichiwa. Art museum?
Museum, yes, museum.
Hi, here? Ticket?
Yes,
Okay.
Shimanose Beach, Shimanose Art Center.
Okay. Ichi ticket?
Yeah, admission fee.
Oh, free? Free? Oh,
Free.
Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu.
You're welcome.
Thank you. No idea why I paused it, but as you guys heard, the admission is actually free, which I thought it was 1,200 yen, because that's what it said on the sign and on Google, so I'm confused. I don't know why I'm whispering, maybe because I'm here, but anyways, let's see what there is today. It says there's going to be some 3D art prints and something else, but there's like a new gallery they just put, it said. I'm blown. These stairs. It's also hot. Okay, so there's 5 floors to the museum. The first floor, there's like a little cafe and a little area to chill. And then it says this is the 2nd or 3rd, I'm not quite sure. But the one I was just on, they just had like a little vinyl area. They were selling some antique vinyls. Now I'm heading up to the next floor. There's an elevator, but I'm taking the staircase. I think this might be 3. I'm not sure if they're counting it as 2, but we're going up.
でね。でまたこれが2枚目がなかなかね。
Okay, so I just left the museum. I was really nervous because the battery was gonna die. Luckily, I had like this little power bank, so I connected to the camera and I got maybe like 7%. But for now, from here, by the time I walk to the car, I can just get my other batteries. I actually brought extras. I just didn't put them in my bag. But overall, the museum was awesome, and I got to really have a little souvenir to keep from the conversation that I had with the lady, as you'll see in the video. Now, we really didn't understand each other, but I didn't get to show you guys, but this is what I ended up making. I'm not really sure what the name of this is. I have to do some research on this, but I did see that there was a lot of these on display. I was just really happy for her patience and her understanding with me. She really helped me out a lot. And then later on, I ended up having to cut the cameras at like 2%, but I told her on my Google Translate, like if you speak to the mic, like I can know what you're saying. And then we started using that, and she was like, wow, like that's awesome. And then a family ended up coming, and they were also communicating, and I didn't understand. I understood a little bit there, saying like, oh, that I'm an English teacher and this and that. And then one of the kids was like trying to use a little bit of his English with me, so that was really nice. And the family was just smiling the whole time at me, and it was awesome. Like I really enjoyed the experience coming to the museum today, and I'm really excited to try to look at other museums throughout Sasebo and just in Japan in general. And using the Google Lens really does help. Like I was able to understand a lot of the art pieces that they had. Now some things were in English, but either way, it was also just nice to see a different museum in a different country. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little piece of content. I'm gonna see what else we can do. Maybe go get something to eat and call it a day. It's already pretty late, and I'm really just excited to edit. But anyways, let's go and get more batteries before this thing dies.